Yo, what's going on, guys? And yes, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks have swept the Heat. And look, the best quote was, "Didn't want to play with our food." And I'm gonna read you what the little expert right here, Antetokounmpo, said. There's a saying, "Don't play with your food." Giannis Antetokounmpo said on the TNT broadcast, "We didn't want to play with our food." The two-time reigning league MVP had 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 15 assists, joining Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as a rookie in 1970 and Paul Pressey in 1986 as the only Bucks players with a triple-double in the playoffs. Antetokounmpo averaged 22.3 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 7-point assists for the series. And Milwaukee trailed as many as 12 in the first half, but took their first lead with a 24-4 run in the third quarter and never really looked back. And the Heat beat the Bucks in 5 games in the second round last season in the bubble en route to their NBA Finals. This is just, what is it? Just desserts or whatever. Justice deserves. I don't even know what that is. But I think what we learned right here is they shut down Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. They dominated the Heat on the glass, and they executed better with Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday all taking turns running the show. And what beating the Heat proves that they are a better postseason team this year than they ever have been before. And they should be going ultra confident going against this epic matchup against the Nets, which I truly believe that they will beat the Nets. And how do the Bucks match up with the Nets? And what I want to say is, look, the Nets are the favorites in the East in the media's eyes. In my eyes, they're not. I think the Bucks or the 76ers are going to come out the East. And the Bucks' big three would love to really upset this heralded big three of the Nets. In the regular season, the Bucks were 2-1 against the Nets, including beating them twice in 3 days at the start of May in Milwaukee. They were just 1-2 against the Celtics and notably lost to Boston in the season opener on a bank-in 3 by Tatum. So I think I think the best thing is they're going to be showing us that the Bucks are committed to trying new things on offense and defense, which they showed us during the regular season, and it has led to them being more versatile in the postseason. And I think this team is going to definitely be facing the Brooklyn Nets, even though the Nets did just lose with a 50-point game from Jason Tatum. I just find this as like, look, this is them avenging last year's playoff season, and they came back, and they did a great job. And I thought it was very, very fun to watch. And you could obviously say that like Pat Riley needs to go to the drawing board, and he doesn't have much draft capital to work with, and he needs a lot of help in the front court. And, Butler, Adebayo, Hero, Precious Achiuwa, and KZ Okpala are all under contract. And they have a bunch of stuff. And, there's no easy fix. I just love this. And the thing now we're going to talk about is Dante DiVincenzo. And he went down with his injury. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was something with his foot, right? It was, torn ligament in his left foot. And what we're looking at, what they're replacing is DiVincenzo played 66 of the Bucks' 72 games, and he started each one averaging 10.4 points, 5.8 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 27.5 minutes per game while shooting 37.9% from 3. And they all represent a career high for the man, and they've been able to replace his offensive production with Bryn Forbes, Pat Connaughton, and PJ Tucker. Those three guys bring a mixture of shooting, athleticism, and strength, but only DiVincenzo was the one who could offer all of those in a single package. And he would be continuing to be playing a huge role. And so Connaughton said it best. He rebounds. He puts his body on the line. So Milwaukee will really miss DiVincenzo's contributions most on the defensive end after we saw him all the time. He was boxing out Adebayo and making plays. And so while he isn't they don't ask him to defend the opponent's best player, but he's unafraid of any matchup, and he really goes against him. DiVincenzo and Brook Lopez were just such good players because he'd work over the top of screens, force guards into a position where Lopez can affect their shots. It's the switch that DiVincenzo is missing is that they're going to miss. So I think it might hurt them with him not being there. But what they've been able to do, we saw Bryn Forbes, PJ Tucker, and Jeff Teague and Pat Connaughton all being able to go into this 9-man rotation that we could see for replacing DiVincenzo. But basically, I feel like it's all going to work out really fine. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think? Giannis Antetokounmpo is a beast. But yeah, that's basically it for me today, guys. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. But I'm going to head out. do my thing, go watch this Nuggets game. I didn't even know there was basketball games on. I was just sitting around hanging out doing absolute nothing. But yeah, peace out.